Hey, my name is Colby Sharp. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should read Kimberly Brubaker Bradley's The War I Finally Won. The first reason you should read The War I Finally Won is because it is a brilliant sequel. The War That Saved My Life came out a couple of years ago, won a Newbery Honor. It was an amazing book. I generally do not love sequels, but this one, I'm so glad I read it. I was instantly brought back into the world. I loved revisiting the characters. I remember some of the first book. I remember the plot. I remember Ada. But you know how it is. When you read lots and lots of books, you don't remember everything about a story years later. But like within like a chapter of reading this, I felt like I remembered everything from the first book. She did an amazing job bringing us into the story. I absolutely loved it. Not a sequel reader, but loved it. So good. The second reason that I think you should read The War I Finally Won is because what we can learn from characters in the past and things that happened in the past can help us today. And we're dealing with a lot of the same issues in this country, in this world, that people were dealing with back during World War II. One of the things that I love about this book a lot, one of the plot points that I love about this book a lot is Ruth, who is a Jewish girl from Germany who comes to live with Ada and Lady Thornton and Susan and Jamie. And it's really hard for Lady Thornton to welcome Ruth because she is technically German and her son is fighting in the war, so she just doesn't like her. And she doesn't want to get to know her. She doesn't want to have anything to do with her, but the fact that she is German, Lady Thornton just does not like her. And that just reminds me so much of the way that so many people in our country are treating people here in the United States that aren't white, that don't look like me. It just blows my mind that we're still making these same mistakes and we're still rushing to judgment on people. I think this is a great thing for kids to think about and for kids to be talking about, and just getting to know people and realizing that we can't just throw everyone in a little bucket because they're from the same place or their skin looks the same and things like that. So that's the second reason why I think you should read this book. The third reason why you should read The War I Finally Won is it's so cool to learn about World War II from a different perspective. I know that a lot of the kids in our schools today know about World War II. They know about the Holocaust. They've read books like Number of the Stars. They know about Pearl Harbor. They've read the I Survived book in that series. But they don't know about kids that lived in London and what it was like to be evacuated and have to go and live away from your families so that you would be safer. I knew so little about that, and I was just absolutely captivated by that. I've went online and tried to learn a lot more about that, but that is definitely an amazing thing, and the third reason why I think you should read The War I Finally Won. The fourth reason why you should read The War I Finally Won is because Ada is one of the most unforgettable characters in a book that you will ever read. She is an amazing girl who perseveres through things that so many of us could not ever imagine. Watching her grow from the beginning of the first book to the end of The War I Finally Won is one of the most gorgeous examples of character development that I've ever read in any book my entire life. I don't know how you cannot fall madly in love with Ada. Her innocence, her sacrifice, her heart, her determination. It's just an unforgettable character in this amazing book. The fifth and final reason why I think you should read The War I Finally Won is because there are so many moments in this book where your heart will be touched. There were so many moments in this book where I thought, man, I wish I was as good of a person as Ada, or man, I wish I was as good of a person as Susan, or I wish I would have done what Lady Thornton did there. Yes, even Lady Thornton. But I just think it's a book that touches the heart. I think it's a book that touches the soul. I think it's a book that you can't help but come out at the end a better person than when you began this book. So those are the 5 reasons why I think you should read this amazing middle grade novel.
Books, everybody find a seat. I'll read to you, you'll sing to me.